Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth.
That's right.
Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth.
Shalom.
All right, we just wanted to go into a quick lesson, just kind of touching on the topic of how these Edomites, they really feeling the pressure and suffering in their own kingdom, and they'd rather be, they said they'd rather be dead, you know, than live through the hell that we going through, you know, increase in gas, increase in cost of living, increase of violence, you know, crime, and it's not getting any better. And then I seen an article today where it said MAGA, they deem Trump as the Antichrist, which is very funny. You know, I seen it, I just started laughing. But you know, unfortunately for you, it's not one person. You know, it's a spirit. And all you Edomites have it. You know, because all of you are ultimately against Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. You know, and because you against us. You know, no matter how you look at it, your people have already done damage, and you gonna have one more chance to do damage. But at the end of the day, the Lord is gonna reverse it. So, they suffering. You know, and like I said, it's funny to hear them say that they'd rather die than live in the kingdom that was catered to you.
Everything that y'all did harmless to us. We ain't drunk the cup, everything now. Yahweh Shema Shai changing them curses onto y'all. I mean, you know, y'all done had our women from the beginning come across here on the boat. Now y'all done set up laws long time ago, you know, for a black man and a white woman not to be together. Even we know we shouldn't give our son to y'all daughter, and we shouldn't give our daughter to y'all son. But y'all done had fair use of our women ever since we've been over here in the past 400 years. We don't have no control over our women. So now you getting mad because you see Jake with y'all best of the women. It's not just the run down the trailer trash. We got the best of y'all. Same way y'all done had the best out.
Right, and like the brother was saying, not giving into marriage and giving our sons into their daughters, and their daughters into our sons, or our daughters into their sons, is because when you start to do it in that fashion, it means going into you serving they guys and intermingling and basically bringing everything together. It's not what the Lord wanted. You know, we deal with even heathen women. We're going to deal with them. They're going to convert to our laws. They're going to keep our laws, statutes, and commandments. They're going to keep our customs. And that's going to be it. It ain't going to be no, they do what they was raised on or taught to do or whatever. Like, that ain't going to happen.
What you feel good. All this.
Yeah, whatever you grew up learning, that ain't it. Because we can deal with the heathen women. But our women are not supposed to deal with the heathen nations. So this is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, and the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
And you know, hey, like I said, you know, we ain't drunk the cup. It's time for the Edomite to drink the cup. So, you know, ain't no need you trying to kill yourself or get out of this. Hey, this is a appointment that you can't get out of. We couldn't get out of ours, but hey, we glad that we went through it. We glad that we went through it, because now we know how to handle that pressure that come to us now. We know how to go about doing the right thing, because, you know, we know who Yahweh Shema Shai. Yeah, we had forgot, but it done came back. It done came back to our spirit now. And we know how to go about keeping them commandments, them laws and statutes. And we know what not to go off no more. We don't want to go back through this captivity. We know, even though we're going to have heaven, heaven lasting kingdom to come. So, you know, hey, we're going to appreciate it more now. Because, you know, just like going to buy a car. You give somebody something freely, they ain't going to take care of it. So we paying through this, through our blood, through Yahweh Shema Shai. He's grateful.
Right, because it made us better gods. You know, the scriptures say that we are gods. We are all children of Yahweh Shema Shai, going into the Israelites. But like the brother said, we glad we went through this because it made us better gods, better judges of the earth. Now we understand just how detrimental the earth can get if we are not in rulership, if we not governing it, and then if we not governing it in the statute, in the fashion of Yahweh Bashim Shah. This is Psalms 82, verse 6 and 7. It says in the AMP, I said, you are gods, you know. Allahayim. And I'm going to read the footnote. It says, most of the ancient rabbis understood the ideal of gods referring to judges, which is the same word that was used in the very beginning, where it said, and God did this and God did that. It was going into the Allahayim, meaning the Allahayim mean gods. These are the same ones that helped Yahweh Shah in the beginning with the creation. So it says most of the ancient rabbis understood the idea of gods referring to judges, but some applied verse 6 and 7 to the Israelites in Mount Sinai and maintained that they would have become immortal as a result of accepting the law if only they had not committed the sin of the golden calf, which they wouldn't have committed. They wouldn't have become immortal. That's where we started at. We started with immortality under Adam. And when Adam fell, we lost immortality because the Lord gave the judgment that he would die, you know. So before that, death wasn't in the earth. But when that happened, when he fell,
brother,
the Lord introduced the concept of death and going back to the spirit world with via leaving your body behind, you know, and not in the way that was basically you would want to do it. Like I said, die. But in the beginning, we were gods, and we still are. I'm gonna read it again. It says, I said, ye are gods. Indeed, all of you are the sons of the Most High. So who are the sons and the daughters of the Most High? It's the Israelites, so-called Black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native American.
All right.
Nevertheless, you will die like men and fall like any one of the princes. So that's just going into the process we in right now. We dying and we come back in our reincarnation. But like the brother said, we learned our mistakes. It's gonna make us better gods, and the Lord is gonna program us, give us those new bodies where we don't go off and don't sin.
All right. Yeah, cause we need them new bodies. These right here, it's go off anytime.
So, back on you. This Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all who devour you will be devoured, and all your adversaries, every one of them, will go into captivity, and they who spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
And so, you know what the brother's saying, all these nations, besides the number one, we really want Esau. And so all the other nations, African, all of them, going in captivity. And we're going to have control over every one of them. And it's not going to be an easy sight thing. We're going to give y'all double what y'all had gave up. We're going to triple y'all cup. Y'all made us drink it, so y'all get triple portion. So you might as well prepare yourself for it, because there's going to be a lot of back behind going to be getting whooped with a good rod.
This is Obadiah 1 and 15. In the AMP, it says, for the judgment day of the Lord draws near on all the nations. As you have done, it shall be done to you in retribution. Your evil dealers will return on your own head.
Look at that, boy. Retribution. That's a big word. Yeah, y'all got a lot of things coming in y'all. Y'all got to pay up for a lot of crime. A diligent crime that y'all done did to the Israelite on this side.
Right, because like now, you've made life a living hell for the Israelite man, woman, and child, especially oppressive on the Israelite man.
Yeah.
To the point to where we're not even living, you know, we surviving. Right. You know, every age, every decade, we've been trying to survive, and you've made it constantly hard for us to survive. So now the Lord he's even in the playing field, which of course everybody's finna feel it, but the Lord is gonna be with his elect. He's gonna deliver his elect. Right. But the rest of you nations, especially you Edomites, you experiencing hell. And that's why you, like I said, you get on social media and you complain about this is not the American dream that you was told to that you was gonna have. But it's just what it is. It's a dream. It was an illusion, you know. Just like it was an illusion for us, it was an illusion for you too, because the kingdom, even though it was in your favor and it was catered to you, you didn't really get to enjoy it or live how you were supposed to live, because the elites were the one living like kings.
Yeah.
You know?
They the one living. You're right.
A kingdom has kings. It has people at the very top. You wasn't at the very top. You was just over us and over the other nation. Well, I mean, that makes you at the top of your nation, but
Yeah.
see, the way it's going to be set up in the kingdom of heaven, all Israelites are going to be put on.
Right.
You know, it ain't going to be no Israelites suffering, even though they living better than the heathens. Like, all Israelites are going to be put on, but it's still going to be levels to that, you know?
Right.
And I mean, it was kind of set up that way, especially when hardcore slavery, you know, you had it much easier, but at the same time, you was still sold a dream, you know, because you was told that if you worked hard and you put it up, give it your all, you was gonna be able to get your own slice, what they call slice of the pie.
Yeah.
They basically going into they was gonna be able to enjoy the kingdom as well, but you're not enjoying your kingdom. And like I said, you got Edomites saying they'd rather die, but that's the same mentality Jake had. He'd rather die than go through hell that you was putting on him. So your evil dealings has returned. It's starting to return on your. Not even starting. It's starting to intensify on your own head.
Right.
It's verse 16. It says, "Because just as you, Edom, drank on my holy mountain, desecrating it in the revelry of the destroyers, so shall all the nations drink continually, one by one, of my wrath. Yes, they shall drink and swallow the full measure of punishment and become as though they had never existed." So the Lord is going to diminish your power. You know, you're going to take away everything that made you a great country, a great nation, your power structure, your military might. He's taking it all away from you.
Right.
And he's making you suffer more and more while allowing you to see more and more of the angels. You know, the chariots, so-called UFOs. Go ahead to it, bro.
Yeah, y'all ain't nothing, you know. We did all suffering, and we still going through it, the little time we do have. These days going by fast, too. It was just Sunday. Now here it is, almost Thursday, the weekend again. Yahweh Shem Shah has speeded that time up. So to get ready to bring the brother home, the hopeful elect home, so we could get ready to rule. Yeah, a beautiful day about to come about. And a lot of our people, your 2/3 out there, your wicked 2/3, your judgment coming too. All y'all gonna get y'all judgment. So live.
Got anything else you want to add? I'm gonna get it right there.
Okay, that one.
All right, come. So on that note, we're gonna close out. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing His word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers and sisters that out there keeping His word of sincerity and the truth. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.